Alright, so welcome back to the video. Do me a favor, as always, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we almost to 400 subscribers. So big shout out to y'all. I appreciate all the support. And today we're coming here to answer a question, and I want to give y'all my opinion on it because it's a question that I've seen a while back when the Miami Heat was struggling, not too long ago. Are the Miami Heat frauds? And as a Miami Heat fan, I know when to like talk about my team in good and recognize our bad. And I could firmly believe and say that I understand if you believe the Heat are frauds, but they're not. And we've seen that over the past 2 weeks when they were struggling and losing 4 or 5 games in a row to now where I believe are on a 4 or 5 game win streak. They're 5-5, yeah, so they're 5-5, and they clinched the 1 seed. And everybody, when they were struggling, was saying, are the Miami Heat frauds? Can Jimmy Butler actually lead a team? And I believe like one thing that people really have yet to understand is the Miami Heat has, as a whole, we win as a team. We don't rely on one player. Yes, Jimmy Butler and Bam are our star players, which Kyle Lowry, but we come here and we win as a team. And I understand because yes, we're struggling and we've been to we've been the 1 or 2 seed the past 3 or so years, made it to the finals, conference finals, gets bounced by Giannis in the second round or whatever it was, and now we're the 1 seed again and looking like we're probably going to end up being a conference team again. We just got to see what happens with Brooklyn. We know how powerful Giannis and them are, but I can firmly believe that the Miami Heat are not frauds, and it just so happened that this losing streak that they had 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, it came at the end of the season, and like you can't really like necessarily like take that for all what it is, because most of the time at the end of the season teams are, teams like the Heat or like the top 3 or 4 teams, they're already settled in and ready for the playoffs, and every team throughout the season has a down streak. Even some of the best teams in the league have down streaks. It just so happened that the Miami Heat's losing streak came towards the end of the season where people were doubting, oh, okay, yeah, they were good this whole regular season, but how would it go in the playoffs? Because like we see what happened when they, when things go bad, and it just so happened that the Heat's losing streak came back. It's just at the wrong time. But we see over the past few games, after losing, we played the Sacramento Kings, and I believe it was Sacramento Kings, and ever since then we've been on like a 5-game win streak, steamrolling through the rest of the games, and it looks like we're probably going to win a few more games, and we already clinched the 1 seed. So we're trying to see who our opponents is going to be, whether it's KD and Brooklyn. Now we just seen KD and lose to Trae Young, but it just goes to show that what the Miami Heat are doing this season is extraordinary. It literally is. We've seen the Boston Celtics come and take over the 1 seed. This season, the whole standings things have been all over the place, and we've seen in the East, more specifically, that the top 3 or 4 teams are nothing but 1.5 games behind each other or half a game behind each other. So it can go either way. But now that the Miami have clinched the 1 seed, I do believe that that people really took that, are the Miami Heat frauds, and like they just looked at it at face value because of what we've been doing. Like, yes, we've been 1 seed, made to the finals 1 year, then we got bounced the second round. That wasn't a good look, but we're back as a 1 seed again this year, and yes, we may continue to be 1 seeds or 2 seeds throughout the next couple years, but if we don't turn out a championship, people assume that the Miami Heat are frauds. And like I said, I can understand that, but you have to understand the East have such great teams. Like you can't count out KD and them. Yes, they've been struggling. You can't count out Giannis, which as a Heat fan, I think Giannis is probably our biggest threat. If anything, you can't count out the Celtics. The Celtics are a good team, and a lot of teams been coming up on the rise. You've seen the Raptors are starting to be good again. You've seen the Cavaliers come out of nowhere, and the Sixers and James Harden and Joel Embiid are doing their thing. But for the Heat to be the 1 seed this entire season, I think that should make a statement that no, the Heat are not frauds, and that the Heat have to get their respect. Now I understand, like I said, I understand where people are coming from. If you are saying that the Heat are frauds, I completely understand that. But throughout this season, the Heat have been necessarily the most dominant team in the East, and it's not, and like not doing that with just one player. We're doing it as a collection and as a team, and I'm just saying I don't believe the Heat are frauds. But I want to let y'all. I want y'all to let me know what y'all opinions are, because I saw this question like a few weeks ago. I don't know what y'all thinking. I'm not being a biased Heat fan, nothing like that, but cause I know when to talk bad and talk good about my Heat, but I just want to know what y'all opinions are. Leave a comment in the description, whatever it is, and just let me know what y'all thinking. Alright, post editing Georgia. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and just let me know where y'all rank the Heat, because I don't believe they're frauds, but y'all let me know.